Hey, beautiful people. Hello, hello. We are about to do that room cleaning video. So, you guys, I gotta kind of like psych myself up because it's a lot. But, in the morning is, I get up, I try to respond to everybody's comments. I go through all the comments and, you know, respond back and heart back. And, and then I also will kind of like scroll through my feed or whatever to see what's popped up. And so, of course, R. Kelly did an interview. I don't know what it is with people doing these interviews. Like, I didn't even really think Jordyn should have did the interview. Not yet, anyway, as far as she goes. But I just want to say, matter of fact, let me just say real quick regarding Jordyn Woods. I just saw where Michael Rappaport, he's an actor, or is he? Yeah, is he? I think he's a comedian. Does he do comedy? I'm gonna have to look up, and I'll let y'all know. I think he's been on TV for damn sure, but I think he is like an actor comedian. But anyway, he the Shade Room posted him or whatever because he put out a video and he said it best. Jordyn, she is a young girl. People forget, and this is gonna go in lead into R. Kelly also because it's kind of like my same thoughts. Unpopular opinion it's gonna be because I understand people's view, but I'm gonna give my opinion. And I'm gonna just like prick my face real quick because I just got out the shower and my face is like tight from me washing it and exfoliating everything, so I need to put some stuff back in there. So while I'm talking, I'm gonna just put some stuff on my face so I'm good and hydrated and stuff while I go into cleaning this room. So, but as far as Jordyn Woods goes, people forget this girl. What is she? 21, like 21 years old. You know, everybody. People want these kids basically still. I mean, and they're not children, but they are still, they're very, very young adults, just past being a teenager. And people just want them to just have it all figured out. Like, just because they're in the media, just because they're in the public eye, just because they've already had to grow up fast, living in, when you have famous parents or, you're raised in like that sector where, or that environment where you are made to grow up fast. You're always being moved around different people. You're made to learn things very quickly and that sort of thing. You're already having to grow up really fast. But it's like as soon as they slip up and make, sorry you guys, and make a not so good decision, or they don't just not quick on their feet, just right now they just know what to do, then they're instantly dragged for it, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess because, I mean, as far as Chloe goes, no, I don't feel sorry for her. And it's just because, I mean, it's like, I can do it to you, but you can't do it to me type thing. So I don't get down with that. You know what I'm saying? You treat people how you want to be treated. And, don't get mad when the shit comes back on you. So I'm not even, I mean, and I'm not saying that in support of Tristan because he just ain't shit, period. He don't need to be in a relationship. But as far as Chloe goes and wanting sympathy and wanting, this, basically wanting to be comforted and wanting to be, felt sorry for. It's like, girl, like, you haven't done it not once, but multiple times. And, whatever. So as far as Miss Jordyn goes, I feel like she is young, beautiful. She has a great future ahead of her. She's already working on tons of different things to set herself up and to, make her own way. And I just feel like, if she trips or anybody her age, they make some bumps in the road or they don't do everything just exactly right the first time or don't just react and do everything right the first time. I don't think that they should be, I don't think that she should be faulted for that. I cannot find my eye cream, you guys. I thought Whew, I don't know. But anyway, so Mr. R. Kelly, he gave, he did that interview. And, basically about the girl uh, Jocelyn and Azalea, or what's her name? I don't know, whatever. But anyway, the two girls that's with him now. Hold on, y'all. Where did I put it, y'all? Did I put it? I thought I just set it on top here, but I don't know. I might have to just go without eye cream for right now. All right, that's cool. As long as I just got even a moisturizer, I'll be good. I need something on my lips. But, yeah, you guys. So, Mr. R. Kelly gave his interview. He answered the questions as far as having sex with the girl that he was supposed to have met at 17 years old. Listen. What I feel like R. Kelly needs to be punished for is whatever he did in that video. If he pissed on a 14-year-old girl, if he did anything with a 14-year-old girl, other than take her to go get some ice cream and give her a free CD, I think he should be punished for that. I damn sure think he should. But what I am going to say about the two specific women that people are talking about right now, because their parents made it public, because their parents got cut off financially. Listen, it's all about $1. What did we say yesterday? People are money motivated, okay? Parents too. These girls are 21 and 23. They were supposed to be, came into R. Kelly's life at 17 and 19. Okay? It's been 4 years for both of them. All right? 4 years. Where were these parents at for these 4 years? You know what I'm saying? Where were they at for the last 4 years? They were getting paid. That's where they were at. They, things were supplied for them. Money was given. Things were paid for. Things were bought. And then when the well runs dry, it's like, my daughter's being held hostage. She's brainwashed. She doesn't want to come home. Where were you the last 4 years to let her get brainwashed? You were getting paid. Now these girls are 21 and 23. It's probably expensive enough to take care of them and supply what they need. Shit. They want $2,000 bags and trips back and forth. You know how expensive it is to have multiple people in a relationship? Everybody going. Everybody, needs a ticket everywhere. Everybody, gets something on the shopping spree. Everybody's eating the expensive meals. Just, it's just, and at some point it's like, what, these are my women. Why am I supplying things for their parents? So, I just feel like it's bullshit. The younger girl, her parents are the Savages. Their last name is Savage. They're supposed to be holding a press conference in response to his interview. He went all crying and, he did the most, doing drama queen shit or whatever. But he did say he's fighting for his life, and he is. Because, he's been doing this for so long. Even if he thought something was wrong with it in the beginning, like back when it was Aaliyah, back when that tape was made, with that young girl, even if he knew back then he was doing something wrong, or he even thought it was anything wrong with it, he's been living that lifestyle for so long. Right now, at this point, he doesn't think he's done anything wrong, because it's just always been his lifestyle. Now, if there were people being sent out, oh, go get her for me, I definitely think if those things were going on, those people who were involved, and him, they all need to go down for that shit. But when a parent, a father, not a mother that's, oh, R. Kelly, but she's, older and her daughter is talented, so this is her way to get close to him or something. A father hands his daughter, make sure she gets up on stage, make sure she's up there with him. And then, yeah, they might say, well, we'll work with her, we'll see, what she's doing, or what she got going on or whatever. And then, maybe a month goes by, 6 months goes by, now we're at a year, now we're at 4 years later, and now it's, my daughter is brainwashed and doesn't want to come home. I thought that he was going to work with her. How long do it take? How long did you think it took for him to work with her? You didn't hear your daughter on the radio. You ain't seen your daughter on TV. Your daughter haven't invited you to no album release party. Like, nothing in 4 years. And, but when that money stopped, now you want to say something. Now you want to bring him to justice. Now you feel like he's been, just violating your daughter all this time, and he needs to pay for this. I'm not buying it. I think, the police and the detectives and all the law enforcement that's involved, I feel like, they just want the case. They want to be the ones to say, we brought R. Kelly to justice. That's the passion behind it. It has nothing to do with the girls that are involved. I don't know. But that nasty shit that he did all them years ago. Like I said before when I did speak on it, that I feel like he should have back, where is Aaliyah's parents? You know what I'm saying? But Aaliyah isn't here, and that's kind of over with. But it's like back then, I feel like that's really when he should have been brought to justice. But then he did actually work with Aaliyah too. She actually, got something out the deal and was making something of herself. But yeah, you guys, that's just how I feel about that situation. I wanted to just give my opinion on that real quick. To see what y'all thought, but I mean, and I'm sorry if anybody, disagrees with me, because, I know my opinion isn't, everybody else's opinion. They're, like, he's sick, he needs to go to jail. And yes, he does, for the sick stuff that he actually did. But if this 19-year-old girl, you bring your 19-year-old daughter to a concert and say, put her on the stage, she gets on the stage, R. Kelly takes her home, and she has an opportunity to be with this, legend in music, and she wants to, I mean, I don't see, what exactly is wrong with that. She's 19 years old. Now, do I want my 19-year-old with a 50-something-year-old, or, he was 40-something then? Do I want my daughter with a man 3 times her age? Of course not. But at the same time, she is still at that time a growing adult. This is the thing. This is my thing. And this is why I think a lot of it just has to do with it being who it is. Because here on YouTube, there's all these young couples. These kids are only like 18 to 21, maybe 24 or something like that. They're on here 19 years old, having babies. They out here, making moves, moving all over the country, just doing all kinds of nasty shit all on camera and everything else. Is it with an old man? No. But at the same time, it's like they're out here doing all this adult shit on camera, and people are supporting it. People are watching them. They're making, hundreds of thousands of dollars, just showing their life on TV, and they are kids, basically. As far as society is saying, like, these girls are kids. Well, I mean, y'all support these kids on YouTube that are having babies, living as adults. making a fool out of themselves in front of the camera, all of that type of shit, that's okay. And that's where I kind of got, it's just like, either you're going to be considering, a certain age an adult, or you're not. Either it is or it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's not certain circumstances for certain people. No. I mean, just like, let me see, Too Faced Cosmetics just had a collaboration with, what's her name? Erica Jane, I think her name is. She's like one of those housewives. She was on one of those, like, housewife shows. Her husband, I think, is 3 or 4 times her age. Too Faced just did a collaboration with her. Ain't nobody talking about her husband molesting her, and it's okay that she's with her husband. Who else was Hugh Hefner? Hugh Hefner, until the day he died, he had multiple women. So is that the thing? Because he's in a relationship with multiple women? But Hugh Hefner, he was, 5 times that? I mean, he didn't even go up in age. R. Kelly, it seems like he did like kids, he was younger. Now that he's a little bit older, okay, now they're at least of age. Hugh Hefner, he kept you 18 to 21. And I don't give a fuck that I'm 80. I mean, is it because nobody pressed charges against him because he was the playboy? I mean, that was his brand, so it was okay. You know what I'm saying? And so here's where we go into, is it just because of who it is? With Michael Jackson, I think Oprah is full of shit. She didn't support those boys, or she didn't want to be a part of it, or go against Michael when he was living. When he was living and those trials were going on, and people were saying, oh no, he didn't do anything to me. And, they got their little cash flow of whatever and now they went on their way. Now the money is gone. He's dead. And now R. Kelly is in the news. So, okay, let me tell my story too. Ooh, that was a loud plane. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to think that these things are just a fad. I know I'm doing this backward, y'all. I did moisturizer, but I don't know. My face just feels dry. I feel like I needed some extra. But I really do think it's a trend. And like, what's her name? Nick at Night. She said, the Savages, the one girl's parents, they trying to like do a YouTube channel. They doing press conferences. They, all of this stuff, like anything for fame. You know what I'm saying? They still doing it. It's 4 years later that they done gave their daughter up. And I guess, now that money has ran its course. That money has cut off. So now they're trying to make money off of just the story itself of exposing him. At first, it was making money off of letting their daughter stay with him. Now it's making money, so they just really just want this daughter to be famous and take care of them. But it didn't happen how they wanted it to happen. And so now they just going to try to, get money wherever they can. And I just don't agree with it. I think they fake as hell. I think, it's been 4 years. If you haven't been looking for your daughter, leave her the hell alone. She grown. She's in a relationship with who she wants to be in a relationship. She's living her life. And when she's ready to break it off and come home, just like any woman, if they get sick and tired enough, they will leave. And that's anybody, any woman, I don't care how old you are. If you're not happy in a relationship, you'll leave. If she's happy, let her be. You took her there. And that's how I feel about that. So I don't know, y'all let me know, what y'all think or whatever. And I know my opinion is a little bit, on the opposite end. But I'm not saying I don't think he should go to jail. I definitely think, he's sick in the head. He got some shit that he need to work out. But at the same time, these 2 girls specifically that they are speaking about, I think that he ain't doing nothing wrong. Now, if you want to go back and he did some shit to a little kid, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I definitely think, you know, he got some issues and stuff like that, but it's just these specific ones that they are trying to exploit him for. You know, I think that ship has passed. I think they should have did it when it was actually going on. Don't try to make these two the face of you just trying to take down R. Kelly from what he did 20 years ago. You know, you should have been at him 20 years ago. You know, so anyway, okay, y'all, I'll talk to y'all in a minute. We're gonna go ahead and clean this room. Let's do it while it's my son's birthday, so I gotta go pick him up in a couple of hours, and I still gotta get myself together. So we're gonna see what we can do in an hour. I'm gonna time myself in an hour. We're gonna see what we can do. So we might have an hour-long video, y'all. I don't know, should I do like just let y'all see the before and the after, or do y'all actually want to see me do it? Because I was actually going to just record me doing it, like cleaning it, and so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. So I guess it's too late to really ask y'all what y'all want me to do, because I'm about to go up there and do it now. So I'm just going to record it, and that's it. Okay, I'll see y'all in a minute.